we're seeing more high-profile Republicans speaking out. Check out what this uber conservative Karl Rove had to say on Fox News. On Fox News.
We elected him for a variety of reasons that were important. Inflation, the border, DEI, the military, respect for America, and things like, just tweeting out a picture of you as the Pope is deeply offensive to a great many people. Going out there and saying, for example, this guy from Maryland, I don't know whether he's a good guy or a bad guy. I don't know if he's a gang member or not. But the fact is bring him back to the United States, lay out the facts in a court of law, and get it done. It does no good to let that thing go out there for 4 or 5 weeks and eat away at the president's approval on immigration.
When you've lost Karl Rove, you know you're doing something wrong. For him to say that on Fox, that is a big deal. Also, for the second time in, I think it's 2 weeks now, former Fox host Bill O'Reilly called out Trump. So take a look at his reaction.
There is no strategy. Donald Trump is not a calculated speaker. He doesn't sit around with his advisors saying, what should I say? Says anything he wants to say. Rich guys say anything they want to say. There is a little bit of meaning behind the doll comment. He would like Americans to sacrifice a little to bring China to its economic needs. And I think that's what the comment was. But who the deuce knows? The worst thing was the Pope picture. The reason I raised the Pope picture is that was just dopey. There's no excuse for that.
I firmly believe you wouldn't hear these kind of comments in any other circumstance. 3 months ago, we would have never heard anything like this. So it tells you the political winds have shifted. Lawmakers are also starting to publicly buck Trump, not something that we'd be seeing if Trump's approval rating was still above water. Check out what a Republican senator had to say about one of Trump's nominees that he's trying to push through.
Republican Senator Tom Tillis says he's told the White House he will vote against Ed Martin, President Trump's pick to be the U.S. attorney here in Washington.
If Mr. Martin were being put forth as a U.S. attorney for any district except the district where January 6 happened, the protest happened, I'd probably support him, but not in this district. But at this point, I've indicated to the White House I wouldn't support his nomination.
So again, that's not something that we saw a couple months back. Yes, some Republicans had voted against a few of Trump's nominees, but they weren't as vocal about any of it. They didn't feel comfortable speaking out. And so it seems that they're starting to lose the fear of Trump